You are listening to KLRN Radio, where liberty and reason still reign.
My son was in the Army back during Desert Storm, but even then he wanted an MBA. He looked at a dozen schools, but only one offered the online education and flexibility he needed while he was in a tent in Iraq. Grantham University. Turns out that Grantham's been delivering affordable, relevant college and advanced degrees for over 65 years. Heck, if they can deliver a quality education to a soldier in a tent overseas, think about the flexibility Grantham can offer you so you can earn your degree too. It doesn't matter how complicated or full your life is, if getting a degree is on your bucket list, you'll want to do what my son did. You'll want to call Grantham. Find out how easy it is to get started on your education so you can check that college degree off your bucket list. Call Grantham right now, 800-910-1370. That's 800-910-1370. Flexible, affordable, relevant. Call 800-910-1370.
Attention business owners and independent contractors. This is a money-saving message from Tax Mediation Services. If your business owes $20,000 or more in taxes, we can help you today, right now. Listen, dealing with the IRS is no picnic. It's an intimidating and extremely stressful process, and you don't want to go it alone. Our attorneys know every law, every tax break, and every possible opportunity to help you resolve and reduce your tax debt. And if you owe more than $20,000, you may be at the top of their hit list. So don't take your tax debt lightly, because it will not go away on its own. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, your home, and even shut down your business. Call our tax experts today at 1-800-783-0810 and let us deal with the IRS while you focus on your business. That's 1-800-783-0810. Again, that's 800-783-0810.
Hi, I'm Mike, founder of DollarShaveClub.com. What is DollarShaveClub.com? Well, for $1 a month, we send high-quality razors right to your door. Yeah, $1. Are the blades any good? No. Our blades are f***ing great. Each razor has stainless steel blades, an aloe vera lubricating strip, and a pivot head. It's so gentle a toddler could use it. And do you like spending $20 a month on brand name razors? 19 go to Roger Federer. I'm good at tennis. And do you think your razor needs a vibrating handle, a flashlight, a back scratcher, and 10 blades? Your handsome-ass grandfather had 1 blade and polio. Looking good, Pop-Up! Stop paying for shave tech you don't need. And stop forgetting to buy your blades every month. Alejandro and I are going to ship them right to you. We're not just selling razors, we're also making new jobs. Alejandro, what were you doing last month?
Not working.
What are you doing now?
Working.
I'm no Vanderbilt, but this train makes hay. So stop forgetting to buy your blades every month and start deciding where you're going to stack all those dollar bills I'm saving you. We are DollarShaveClub.com, and the party is on.
I know karate, I know jiu-jitsu, and drive like a gangster when I'm coming to see you, see you.
Not to be a backseat driver, but can you say for sure you got the best monthly payment possible on your auto loan? Could it be that you might have gotten a better deal by shopping the loan at a few places and have a lower car payment? Next time, before you go car shopping, visit Communication Federal Credit Union first. Our auto loan experts will find you a perfect loan and get you the lowest monthly payment we can. Communication Federal, your auto loan experts. Restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
The following program contains coarse language and adult themes. Listener discretion is advised.
can break me down. Don't you know if I got a plan? I know the direction, the lay of the land. I know the score like the back of my hand. Them other boys, I don't give a damn. I'm the man. Come round. Nothing can break, nothing can break me down.
Good Wednesday evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rick Robinson. This is the Toxic Masculinity Show. We are in missing man formation, currently times 2. We got no G, we got no Orty. Orty may or may not be joining us later. G says if he gets his power back, he will try to join us, but right now we're in missing man formation. And to make it worse, we don't have a babe of the month. I mean, we still have our built-in babe because we have Aggie, but it's a bunch of this right now.
Fire and brimstone coming down from the skies. Rivers and seas boiling.
40 years of darkness, earthquakes, volcanoes.
The dead rising from the grave. Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
Otherwise known as Wednesday. Good evening, everybody. Again, I'm Rick Robinson. We do have Andrew with us tonight, so I'm not flying completely solo. And we also have our bar babe, Aggie. So I'm going to toss to her first, because I was always taught ladies first. Good evening, Aggie. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing fine. It was a bit of a shock for me when I saw the message in our chat room about G not making it tonight. I'm going, oh, it is Wednesday, and it was like 7 minutes to 7. I'm like, oh no, I completely slipped my mind. But I was here, I was ready. I even have a drink, so I'm good.
Woohoo! Speaking of drinks, I need to go get mine. Just kidding. Anyway, so we are still doing a show. Not exactly sure where we're going with it yet, because normally this is one where I let you guys take most of the reins, but there's less of us than normal. So, good evening, Mr. Andrew. How are you?
I'm going to get better soon. I just finished eating my taco off the floor, so.
Sorry, what?
So I'm waiting on DoorDash to deliver my next pack from Taco Bell.
Hey, Andrew, you took walking taco a little too literally there, my dude. Just saying.
Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit.
Oh.
Darn it. Let me try for another one. Oh, I am good considering I've traveled all over the country for the last week.
Have they ran horses on the highway?
There are horses on the highway. I've seen them out there mixing with the deer. I'm not sure what's going on. Deer, horses living together.
I mean, I see that here every time I leave my property. Out on the roads, there's people on horseback. So I'm just like, everybody says, oh, you got to watch out for, motorcycles and bikers. And I'm like, not around here. Around here, you have to watch out for livestock.
Well, I mean, you've also secretly kidnapped an alpaca recently, so there's that.
Listen, I'm waiting for that sucker to veer onto my property. She was not far away, so I'm kind of hoping she just has gone rogue and eventually makes it to my property. I already have. I'm not kidding. I have a bale of hay. Just in case. But, Huh?
Aggie's out there with a pair of shears.
I'm driving, and all of a sudden, there's an alpaca. And she's looking at me like, what? Like, what are you staring at? I'm like, an alpaca that does not really belong in East Texas. So, yeah, I'm still waiting. I'm hoping she makes it here. It'd be kind of cool.
Back away,
You're going to make yourself a nice little blanket, aren't you?
Huh?
You're going to make yourself a blanket?
No, it's really funny because alpacas, yes, they do have really good wool and everything, obviously, but they're good pack animals too. So, and you can ride them. And I'm like, I'm all about that. If I can break her in, and I already know somebody that can actually make a good sized saddle around here for alpacas and stuff. And I'd be golden. I'd be the only person with an alpaca ride.
There you go, Rich. We need to get Stacy. We need to get Stacy to get us the soundbite. There's an alpaca on the highway.
I just have one question. Do they sell a big enough step stool?
No, I don't think they do. That's the only drawback.
You're gonna have to teach it how to come over to your porch so you can hop on.
Honest to God, this was totally, I've seen, and most people do. Most people see random cattle, sometimes some horses, a mule or two, chickens everywhere. Sometimes some domestic pigs. Never did I think I was going to see an alpaca. I mean, I know people have them around here. As a matter of fact, about 15 miles down the road from me, a guy has a camel. And a zebra. So, it's just randomness like this that just kind of throws me off.
I don't know. Alpacas scare me. I don't know what it is about them, but they scare me.
Well, you may be thinking a lot of fish bite, and they spit.
Yeah. They spit. They can bite. They're judgy. But I have heard that alpacas have a sweeter temperament than llamas do.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they still judge you.
But having a sweeter temperament than a llama does could be anything. I mean, llamas are assholes. I mean, let's be real. Llamas are assholes.
True.
I mean, I remember my one and only experience with a llama. It was either was it a llama or a camel? Hell, I don't remember. My parents, when I was like a little kid, they were still together, so it had to be probably 6 or 7, because I don't even think my kid brother was around yet. Took us to Arbuckle Wilderness, and I just remember that my mom had a complete freak out because she had the window down too far, and a giant head of some animal, and it was either an alpaca or a camel. I'm guessing as long ago as it was probably a camel. Just started, first thing it did was stick the tongue in the window and just start going to town trying to get to the bucket. Then it figured out its whole head could fit in there. And my mom was like terrified of camels from that day forward. Like she'd see them on TV and change the channel. She's like, nope, no camels. My dad's laughing. I'm like, I'm so little, I barely understand what's going on, so I'm back there laughing, and my mom is cussing my dad out, and she's like, I can't get the window to roll up. And at that point, the camel had basically stuck its head all the way into the window and jacked the entire bucket of food. But yeah, it was an asshole.
Holy cow.
No, holy camel. We've already established this.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, that's my only real memory of ever visiting Arbuckle Wilderness was the camel trying to kill my mom over the food bucket. Yeah, that was fun.
I can't even. I mean, I don't think I've ever. Well, yeah, no, never have done that. The drive-through, the wilderness drive-through place that's in San Antonio.
Yeah,
it's right next to Natural Bridge Caverns in New Braunfels, Garden Ridge, actually. And I've been through it, but I never had any animals be assholes. Thank God.
Because I wasn't there.
Amish!
Hey!
First!
Yeah, sorry I'm late.
It's kind of become your thing.
No.
But are you really, though?
No,
Because it's not after 8 there yet.
it's not, because I'm in the past.
There you go.
By the way, send me the lotto numbers.
If only that worked, my friend, I would send them to you and then require that we shared.
Yeah, there we
go. You'd get them every week, every day.
So what did I miss?
Not much. We've been talking about how much, llamas are assholes compared to alpacas, and then I told my camel story from the one time my parents took me to Arbuckle Wilderness, and the camel tried to kill my mom over the feed bucket. Other than that, you haven't missed much.
Camels don't try to kill; they succeed.
They succeed.
My mom's still alive, so there's that.
The chances of being killed by a camel are not zero.
Nor are they low.
Or are they low? So for those of you on Discord, saw the protesters blocking the highway today.
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny.
You? Wow. That's so unbelievable.
There are
No, I
there
take
are
it back.
horses
It's
on
totally
the highway.
believable.
Except this time it wasn't horses.
Yeah. No, this time it was mules.
Yeah.
And they were branded, so I think they're Forest Service mules. BLM.
So they were jackasses.
Yes.
Blocking the highway.
Yes. They're always jackasses. Always.
Evergreen. Oh, wait.
And also, I would have been a lot sooner, but for some reason, VoiceMeter was blocking Skype. As soon as I shut down VoiceMeter, then all of a sudden my Skype worked. So
that's odd.
That's not even supposed to be possible.
I know. So like I say, I'm 11th hour trying to configure this thing to make it tonight. So
from an engineering standpoint, that just made my head hurt. That's not even
from a
supposed
tech
to be
guy,
possible.
from a tech, it made my head hurt.
Oh, like
So, Orty.
Yes. Hi, present.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the protesters there. Have you had have they given you the free peep show yet?
No, those are the ones I haven't trained for Tijuana yet.
Okay, because I did see those when I was over in that area too. Traffic's backing up. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with all you people? What are you? Oh, it's two asses having sex.
Yeah, yeah.
That's always fun.
Yeah, those are the wild bros on the other side of those. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's the midway point.
So anyway, what happened to our babe? I mean, other than Aggie. Aggie's always...
Well, apparently there was a memo missed at some point, and Andrew forgot to reach out, and I forgot to reach out, so we are babeless. So.
Okay. Well, no, we're not babeless. We have Aggie.
Well, I mean, she's always the babe, but that's beside.
Meh.
Don't meh me.
She's my babe.
We've seen your
She's my
pictures.
babe.
We've seen your pictures. You're hotter than you want to admit. Don't lie.
Yeah. I mean, you caught the eye of Sorbo.
Oh, yes, I did.
You're hotter than I am, so.
Did I ever tell you about the story behind
low bar?
What happened after that with the Kevin Sorbo picture?
No.
Nope.
Okay, so I'm visiting my parents. This happened this past August. Okay, and we were joking around because my mom likes his movies. She's a fan. She likes all of the Christian themed movies and everything, and so she really enjoyed God's Not Dead and God's Not Dead 2, and everything. But God's Not Dead was like the first one that she saw that was,
God's Not Dead. Regis, who is this God person anyway?
And anyway, so she likes him, and she has seen quite a few of his movies and everything. And I made a random passing comment that I got to meet him, and she said, no, she didn't. Of course, my mom has to contradict me all the time until I provide proof. And even then, it's iffy. It's a 50-50. So I take out the phone and I showed her the picture of me with him and his wife. And she's like, I don't believe it. She's looking at it. I don't believe it. I'm like, yes, Mom, that's him. That's Kevin Sorbo. I got to meet him and his wife, and it was really cool. I mean, he's a really nice man and everything, so I'm just telling her all this stuff, right? And inadvertently, she swipes the phone, and there's the other picture of me going like that and Kevin Sorbo looking at me. And she's like, what is this? I said, it's nothing, Mom. It's nothing. I got a picture with him, and I was happy, and somebody took that picture and then sent it to me. She's like, but he's looking at you. And I'm like, oh, dear God. It's like, no, he was walking away. It's okay.
No, he was looking at you. I saw that picture
First,
too.
And it's funny because first she wouldn't believe that it was him. And then when she sees that other picture, she's like, why is he looking at you? Like,
So
you didn't think it was him.
So
Hate to see you go. Love to see you walk away.
next time this conversation comes up with your mom, just have your YouTube open and play her this when she asks that question.
Giggity giggity, giggity goo. Stick around.
She would not understand that.
She wouldn't, but you'd be dying laughing, and so would probably anybody else in the room.
I would be.
That was a chunk of wasabi. Sorry.
Are you having sushi?
I am.
Ah, delish.
Yeah, I'm having a spicy tuna roll, spicy crunchy tuna roll, and I'm having a crunchy California roll with jalapeno.
Stay away from the pistachio ice cream. That's hot.
So you're having
maybe-
Japanese tacos.
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess, I think my drink would actually help you with the wasabi.
Ooh, yeah.
It's just, I think this was the first cocktail that I featured on Toxic Masculinity. I brought it back because I thought it was just going to be Rick and Andrew, and I know they like this stuff. So the old fashioned, but a double old fashioned, because I always thought the old fashioned just 2 ounce size was just never enough.
Typical woman. Just kidding.
So yes, a round of
Rick,
double old
Rick.
fashions for everybody.
You know what they say, size doesn't matter until it's alcohol.
Yeah, you know what? That would go excellent with this.
I think so.
I think it would.
I've always liked the way the flavor of the bourbon complements sushi and sashimi, especially with wasabi.
You'd get the heat and the smoke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
So
now, a
you're-
lot of people
like
do the
Gaza
whole.
process.
So you're saying Aggie is here because we got heat and smoke.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Exactly.
I can't believe you said that. Though.
Oh,
God.
I've really been containing myself about this one too, because this particular Tide Pod challenge, sorry, just gonna let it go.
I'm just gonna say.
Well, I don't know if you were on last night when we were discussing it over on Cocktail Lounge, but a lot of people are saying that this guy was mentally ill, and I'm like, no, he wasn't. He was committed. He had.
Or it should have been.
He had it fixed. Well, yeah, but he was committed to the cause. It goes beyond mental illness. You are now at the point where you're a willing martyr, and some of those people are very clear-headed, very concise in their manner, very concise in their plan. So I cannot, in good conscience, say that he was mentally ill. I think it was just that he was that radicalized.
Possibly.
I will say that being cogent and coherent is not a sign of not being mentally ill. It is not a common sign.
That's
of
also
mental
true.
illness. But yeah, anybody who's willing to light themselves on fire for any fucking reason is mentally ill. I mean, it's either that or we just embrace the fact that this kid identified as a charcoal briquette and got to live out his dream. It's got to be one or the other. Because
That's.
Tiki
it's-
torch.
I was having a conversation on Discord with somebody today about it too, and it's, my comment about the Tide Pod challenge. That's actually true. We need to really mock the fuck out of this because, one, we nip it in the bud, but two, you're going to see a couple more of these because, as with everything, you have to have copycats and you have to have other people. You have to have the Me Too's about it. So this will be a Tide Pod challenge, and then after a couple of them, I think everybody's going to realize how absolutely shit retarded this is, and then it won't happen again for another 50 years.
Or they'll decide they like
Just embrace
it, and then it'll take care of the problem itself because it'll all die.
Yeah,
There's that. They are weeding themselves out.
I mean, yeah, between that and abortion, they're doing a great job.
I'm just saying, I'm a firm believer of it's time to take all the warning labels off and let evolution take care of itself. I'm just saying.
Let Darwin have the reins.
The problem will just kind of sort itself out.
but it really bugs me because the people that are most devoted to evolution really try to subvert it all the time. Look at the fucking panda. I swear that drives me nuts. I am sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry for my stance against the panda. But it's constant. The same people that are always espousing about the evolution of species and, blah, 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 are just bending over backwards and milking money trying to save species that should die out.
Well, I mean, if
it's the poster child for the WWF.
If you needed any more proof,
it might as well be the fucking dodo.
If you needed any more proof that there's some sort of an intelligent design, just look at a platypus. It's a pissed off beaver with a bill that lays eggs and is poisonous.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
I'm like, I look at Australia and and then I just know God was like, this is my personal little experiment. Nobody
I've come to the
else can touch
conclusion that Australia needs to be renamed Arrakis.
I second that.
You're not wrong. but
Arrakis is training grounds for the righteous.
I think one of the weirdest things for me, going back to the platypus for a second, because, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's where they found that crazy sumbitch, was reading up on it and realizing that the damn thing was poisonous, because I don't remember ever being taught that a platypus was poisonous when I was a kid, and we talked about that on, either the first or second juxtaposition Mandela Effect episode, because I'm like, when the fuck did the platypus become poisonous? And apparently...
First thing my dad told me. I remember reading about the platypus in Spanish. We had the... a Spanish encyclopedia. I think it was 6. And I thought it was the cutest thing. And I told Dad that's what I wanted. If we could please have one of these for a pet. I had no concept of that it was just in Australia type of thing. So I wanted. He's like, no, they're poisonous. They'll kill you. Well, okay, that killed it right there. But I remember my dad telling me when I was really little about the poison pill that it has.
From your timeline.
Yeah, this just proves you and I aren't from the same timeline. It doesn't prove that you're right.
I know. But what can I say?
Andy and I are from the same timeline, but also venomous, not poisonous.
Thank you. Venomous. Mm-hmm. Poisonous if you eat it. Venomous if it bites you.
Yeah, or stings you.
Or stings you.
Yeah.
Tomato, potato, you literal person, you.
Literacy is big among the Amish.
Oh, that is true. No, you're not even kidding. That is very true.
No, I'm not kidding. One of the few times that I was actually not doing a Amish joke.
Well,
and it still kind of became one anyway.
And yeah, it still kind of worked out that way.
See, I don't remember when Australia became dangerous.
Well, have you seen that one of the latest posts from Daily Mail Australia? The title kills me. Former Freemason, 51, found drunk and naked inside a huge pipe organ with a toy gun and remote control police car. He says he got lost while trying to hand out cheeseburgers to the homeless. I mean, where do I start unpacking this?
What? No, I did not see that, but
there's a lot to unpack there.
There's a lot to unpack.
I mean, all I know is Australia used to be one of the places that I really, really wanted to visit one of these days, and then one of the first times I sat in for KOKC radio, one of the stories that popped up that we wound up talking about was how Australia has a legit spider season, and I was out. I was like, nope, not doing it. Don't want to go anymore. Because, yeah, apparently...
I remember I tweeted about that, and everyone's like, oh, but they're harmless. I don't care.
Dude, when the webs are so thick it looks like snow on the ground, I'm out. I don't care.
Nuked aside from orbit. The only way to be sure.
I'm starting to understand why Britain started the whole idea of Australia as a prison colony, because somebody probably set foot on that place during spider season and said, this is where we're going to send all our bad people.
Yeah. They probably stepped foot on Australia and died. I mean, as they stepped foot. So that's probably that was the genesis of it.
Australia is proof of the Lake of Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what happened though? What killed him was, oh, look at the cute little angry beaver with a bill. Tried to pet it, died.
Yeah.
I don't
You
doubt
gotta
it.
wonder though if they got to do the same thing that we got to do. Don't pet the wildlife.
Somebody had their face clawed off by a koala, and that was all it took. Oh, they're adorable. Oh, my eyes! Fuck!
I mean, at least koala can defend themselves. Look at the pandas.
And we all thought the rabbit skit by Monty Python was a joke.
No,
Oh, not in Australia.
He's prescient. Yeah. Oh, that little guy's so cute. He wants to kill you.
That was one of the first memes I ever posted for Good Morning. Yeah. Was the tree, there are 2,000. This is Australia. There are 2,176 things trying to kill you at the moment in this picture. Right. It's just a tree.
Yeah, I mean, besides Andrew, everybody knows there's only like 6 degrees of separation between humor and prescience, so it kind of fits.
Right. It's like that other meme with the little guy from Australia. Don't worry, he can't kill you. He wants to, but he can't.
Yes. The little hopper mouse.
His cousin, the kangaroo, though, will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to like
Kangaroo's
about
just a deer
Australia.
on roids.
Just anytime anybody mentions kangaroos, I'm always reminded of the Tom and Jerry episode where Tom keeps chasing Jerry and Jerry makes friends with the kangaroo and keeps sending the kangaroo out to kick the shit out of Tom.
I think they did that with Sylvester too. The Looney Tunes.
Yeah, that was the yeah.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, they did the
Flip
same
side.
thing with Sylvester and Tweety. So yeah, it was kind of a recurring theme.
No, it was definitely a Tom and Jerry though, because it was like Tom kept thinking that the kangaroo was a buffed up Jerry.
Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Then you had Warner Robert and the Warner Brothers. You had the dog and Spike, the 2 dogs.
Where are we going, Spike? What are we doing, Spike? Where are we going, Spike? What are we
I can never remember the little dog's name.
Pain in the ass. That's all I remember.
Yeah, I didn't even know if he had a name.
Which dog?
The little terrier that was Spike's friend.
Yeah.
What are we doing today, Spike? Huh? What are we doing today?
Where are we going,
Oh,
Spike?
come on,
What are we
Spike!
doing,
You
Spike?
can take that mouse. You can take that cat.
Yeah, that one. But I always thought it was weird that Spike could talk and nobody else. Besides, I mean, like Jerry never talked, Tom never talked, at least until the movie.
Chester.
But
His name was Chester.
Okay,
that explains
Spike
so
and
much.
Chester.
Spike Chester.
That explains
Thank
so
you,
much.
Google.
I mean, pain in the ass, Chester, same thing.
Steve.
Fuck Steve.
So, okay, MD with the giant Australian worm to get everything in Australia. That's just Shahhood.
Well, don't even get me started on funnel spiders because those suckers can hold their breath underwater and wait for you in a swimming pool, and I'm done there. No.
Fuck that
Just
whole
no.
continent.
Y'all are killing me. Y'all are killing me. I'm like over here, like I'm gonna have nightmares tonight of things trying to kill me. I don't like any of you people anymore. All right, so we got.
I'd rather have nightmares about us. Yeah, not the nightmare I'm going to have tonight because I dropped tacos.
Oh, that's just tragedy.
Andrew, everybody knows that your nightmares are tacos trying to eat you, so I don't know what the big deal is.
It's like that Simpsons when Homer goes to hell and the devil thinks feeding him donuts is an eternal punishment.
I don't know. It just reminded me of one of the things because it always freaked me out. When you could tell that like a little bitty baby was having some sort of a bad dream. I'm like, what the hell do they even have to have bad dreams about? Was their bottle trying to eat them? I don't get it. They barely understand anything yet. You can tell they're having nightmares already. I don't. It's like, what is their bottles trying to eat them? I mean, because I know my nightmares are usually fueled by the shit that I see during the day, or things that I fall asleep watching.
The toes. You still haven't figured out what toes are.
Yeah. And then eventually they get them in their mouth. They're like, yeah, it was a lot of work for nothing.
All that time.
I figure it's the lack of boobs. I cry too.
I do too.
I think you all cry.
So what were you saying, Rick?
I was going to say we got a late start, so we're going to blow through the break. We've got about 20 minutes left, so we should probably start talking about polls. Maybe.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Polls, baby. Polls. So, anyway. Well, this month has been an interesting month.
Tell us
Let's
about
go
that
over
polls, Andrew.
$5 a dance. No touchy. Anyway.
$5, you're cheap. Where do I sign?
Okay, last month. Last month was interesting. We actually had a surefire winner on that one. Started out, we have He's a Fed, GOP Unity, Get In Losers, Unable to Fix the Border, and Civil War 2.0. So what do y'all think? What do you think took it?
For last month, I'm going to say Civil War 2.0.
I'm going to say Unity.
Maggie's just being quiet back there.
It's hard to choose. I was going to go with Unity.
Never say it's hard when talking about polls. Just saying.
Oh, giggity goo. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I was going to go with Unity as well, but I don't know.
Well, actually, it was Civil War 2.0.
Awesome.
39.6%.
So just
Unity
just mean I
was
get a free dance?
14.6. No, but you get to provide me with tacos.
Hey, that's not winning. That's losing. I'd be.
You've already shown you can't be trusted with tacos.
I'd be bankrupt if I supplied you with your requested amount of tacos.
That's why I do Taco Bell. You know, if you hit a certain number, they give you a discount.
Well, yeah, because you're going to have to pay for your plumbing bill if you hit that number.
That's what fiber is for. Anyway.
Metamucil. Metamucil, it helps you go to the toilet. If you don't take it, you'll get cancer and die.
Yep. I do bit of fiber.
That was from Crazy People, by the way.
Okay. This month, Peak Twitter. And this will be over on the website, Peak Twitzer, KLRN Radio.
.com.
And if the ad is KLRN Peak Zitter, and I'll drop a link when I actually send it into chat. But this month, we have Skynet is racist, the Ukraine grift, Texas closes the border, and the Her Report.
Oh, that's gonna be. There's some good ones on there. I
thought I was going to have to put Tiki Torch on there, but he just didn't quite seem to have the staying power.
Well,
because
flames don't last
I
forever.
can see. True. He did burn bright for a short time.
Damn.
Candle that burns twice as bright burns only half as long.
There you go.
If it didn't turn out to be fake news, I would have had you put in a late entry for Bluetooth ID. But turns out that wasn't the actual trial it was attached to. I was sad when I found that out.
Yeah,
I'm sad too because I really thought that hashtag was coming up pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah, that was funny.
I mean, it was still funny as hell, and everybody in the Twitchy room was like, can we write about this? Should we not write about this? Is it too blue for Twitchy? I'm like, well, first of all, I keep telling everybody we need to start Twitchy Blue. Second of all, I'm pretty sure from the comments, this is actually from another trial, so we probably shouldn't write about it anyway.
We need to start Twitchy Blue.
Let's do Twitchy Blue, I'm in.
I would pay for that.
I keep being told my articles are too blue for Twitchy, so I'm like, can we just start a Twitchy Blue then? Make it subscription only.
Yeah. Why not? I would pay for it.
Make that the VIP access.
Right?
Anyway, but yeah, so that one should be a fun one. And the one thing I will say, because Aggie and I did a show Friday about the whole Skynet thing, finding the GIF of the robot arm erasing Google and writing in Skynet kind of freaked me out. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, wait, there's a GIF. There's a GIF that I kind of feel like they're trying to say the quiet part out loud while trying to make you laugh about it instead of being scared. Kind of.
It boggles the mind that there's so many people that are not worried about this stuff.
I mean, there's a reason that, I don't even know how to say it without sounding weird, but I kind of feel like most of the stuff that people wind up writing books and doing movies about and everything else is kind of a holdover from the whole collective consciousness idea. So I kind of feel like we're trying to warn ourselves away from doing stupid shit, and then we wind up doing it anyway. I mean, there's been four or five Jurassic Park movies now, and we keep seeing all these stories about how they're still trying to genetically engineer dinosaurs. Why the fuck would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that?
Because nobody pays attention to Malcolm.
No, I mean he's Malcolm, so anyway.
Nature finds a way.
Every time.
Nice.
Okay. It's actually funny that the perfect quote for that comes from Terminator 2. It's in your natures to destroy yourselves.
Yes. Yeah. That was like when I went to see it at the movies, and when I heard that quote, I was like, damn, that's actually deep, and it's in an action movie.
Right. See, and everybody you kind of took it as a throwaway line, but if you were paying attention to the overall theme, especially with that whole scene with Eddie Furlong, we're not going to make it, are we, people? I mean, and that's all of human history points to that, and then we survived despite ourselves. Again, Tide Pod Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
We are 100,000 years of one Tide Pod Challenge after another. Try that mushroom. Oh, it's good. All right. We can eat that.
Well, that was like, what was it, yesterday? Is that a nuclear explosion?
Are you dead? Are your teeth falling out?
And then there are all sorts of, they were defending that. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. I'm just not even going to get into there.
Your organs? People. Try to do people-y out there.
Yes, but being people-y can be healthy and nice too. Of course, I'm the same one that said, "Oh my God, I had to deal with people today." So, it's a grab.
I had to too.
But Andrew has been in the area where I live. Dealing with people here is actually kind of nice and very laid back. It's almost like Bahama time. But if I have to go to Dallas, I don't want to deal with anybody. I just leave me alone. Don't talk to me. Unfortunately, I can't do that, but that's
Andrew's
how
been in
I
my
feel
area too, and there are no people here to be people-y around.
Damn.
That's nice. It's nice.
It's nice. Even Al, when he was looking for some ham radio stuff in my area, he was like, "God damn, you live in a fucking desert, not just like actually, but metaphorically too."
Yeah, there are things out to kill you. I mean, not 100,000 things.
True. That's very true.
That's a great meme, MD. In chat, California has the most iconic mountain in the lower 48. Meet Shasta, 14,000 feet of pure glory. Quote tweeted by Mount St. Helens. Looks like a little bitch to me.
No. Somebody wrote to it and said something along the lines of, "Oh dear God, I'm dying." It's like, what are you complete? Why are you being such a bitch? You don't even, you don't even have a top anymore.
Right.
Helen said, "Yeah, I blew it on your mom."
That's fantastic.
I don't know who's in charge of that account, but my gosh, they won everything today.
Oh yeah, she even responded to that tweet where she did that. She said, "Those who are new here, welcome to Asshole Twitter."
Asshole Twitter. Yeah, that was glorious. I like it when, accounts for specific places, or, like the Oklahoma Nature Parks and Service, they tweet all sorts of funny stuff all the time. And I mean, come on, Mount St. Helens tweeting. It's glorious.
Well, that's how Steakhouse got its start.
Yes.
Just being, because everyone, that frozen food kind of Arby's wannabe. Okay, well, I'm going to have an edge now.
They followed me for a time, and then I guess I said something to the effect of, it's like, I've never actually had any. Is it any good? And they unfollowed me. I was like, I was just asking. I've never had it. I live in a hole. I live in such backwoods. I don't get Steak-umm out here.
That's a crime. Actually, you know what? It's hard to find because I've got one supermarket and they don't carry it. I've got to go out of the area and import Steak-umms, and it's just not worth it. I mean, it's good. It's not great. It's, it's beef sadness.
I understand, Orty.
Yeah. It's like I could have had Arby's.
Right.
Yeah, that's a disappointment that Nihilist Arby's is no longer.
That was such a great account. And the thing is it's been gone long enough. Nobody gets the reference when I say eat Arby's. Nope. They'd have the most, just the most dark tweet of all, and at the end of it, eat Arby's.
Oh my God. Andrew. The chat.
I'm following this account and get notifications.
I'm following that account too. That's fantastic.
Mount St. Helens wins all the things today.
She's on Twitter.
Oh
she's in there. Your sister looks a whole lot sexier out my living room window with her top on. Erectile dysfunction is a real thing.
Oh my gosh, I cry. Oh man, we need to have the best Twitter polls as well, because there are a lot of accounts, that are out there that should be recognized.
Well, that would actually have to be. I think if we did something like that, we'd have to have everybody in chat just start sending them.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be dark twitchy.
Dark twitchy.
That's what we ought to do.
Honestly, there
Rick.
should be twitchy blue. There really should be dark twitchy or whatever. That would be fun.
Rick, there's something to do with the news site.
Oh, hey. That is an idea.
We could do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they do. Twitchy does Monday.
Well, actually,
Yeah,
there's
fuzzy
so
chip
much-
time.
well,
Yeah,
actually, Loftus actually started that, and then Twitchy stole it. So, because once Gordon started writing for Twitchy and he figured out that they stole his thing, he was kind of mad. It's like, wait a minute, I already did this over there. Who stole it?
that's my shtick.
But anyway,
Damn you, fuzzy chip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but yeah, sorry, we were having some signal issues, so I was getting those cleared up while you guys were having fun amongst yourselves, because it gave me a minute to track down what the problem was. I think I found it though, so the signal should clear up now, which is good because I still got to do this for 2 more hours.
Just in time for the end of the show.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, it took me almost
Think about though,
it took me almost 10 minutes to figure out that we were having a problem to begin with, and then it took me another 5 to find it. So, yay! Anyway, so
But Rick, you need to think about that.
I've already been thinking about it.
Well, no, an aggregate, sort of like what Twitchy does, like we do with Peak Twitter.
Yeah, no,
Do it for, hilarious Twitter.
we should. We could call it the comic section.
Yeah.
The darkness.
We could
do dark Twitter.
We could have the comic section. We could have the blue section. There's so many different sections we could have.
Your mom.
Your mom's section.
Your mom's section.
Your mom's section.
With all plaid.
Volcano.
Ludicrous.
The mountain section. Okay,
And
so
the
you know,
valleys.
I've got to get this off my chest. For the first time in 35 years, I got a nosebleed today, and it kind of freaked me out.
Ordy.
Yeah.
I had a nosebleed last week. I've never had any.
Okay, so that's the weirdest thing, because it's like, I know 3 people who have gotten them in the last, you make 4 now, so you, myself, and 2 other people who have gotten nosebleeds in like the last month, and I haven't heard, it's not like something everybody, I got this fucking nosebleed today, but it's like, I haven't heard the word nosebleed since high school. Without somebody getting punched in the face.
Are you having a psychic incident?
Maybe.
Maybe you have a scanner messing with you.
Maybe there was.
But Aggie, that's weird, right?
Yes. This is seriously. I was very alarmed. I actually called the nurse hotline, and I said, "Okay, I'm trying not to freak out here, and I know that you could make fun of me probably after you hang up the phone, but I'm having a nosebleed, and I've never had one." And she was like, "Wait, you've never had one?" I said, "No."
That's
and
the
they said,
medical concern.
Hold on. Stay on the line. And she goes off to talk to the doctor about this, and they told me to just monitor it, blah, 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 blah. And I'm going, yeah, okay, my doctor told me the same thing, the one that lives here. So I was just like, okay. And eventually it stopped. But it was weird because I've never had one before.
All right, well, I hate to cut everybody off, but we're up against a hard break, so.
Okay.
Don't even have time to tell everybody where they can find you because we're out of time. So
Find us all on Twitter.
Bye, everybody. You know where to find us by now. We say it every freaking week.
That's true. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks, you were great.
I got 25 lighters for my 25